at McLane Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
McLane Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Hawkeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back.
Bingo, bingo. Here we go. Move.
They'll move the wide receiver. Across the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he puts through the extra point. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Trying to establish the run. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Looking for a crease. Racing to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Bears will hustle to the line. Flag wave from the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Lagway. Look out! Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Lagway wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Miller. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this could really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Third and 6 yards to go.
Red 18.
From the gun on third down, Lagway. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again.
Blue 42, Thunder. Blue 42, Thunder. Blue 40, Wilkes. Blue 40. Red 54.
They'll run it on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick handoff. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Staying in that aggressive mindset on 4th down, they'll try to convert for the 3rd time. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. On the move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Lane. That's caught. It's Parker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Left side is Parker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide right, it's Phillips. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to keep it in the air. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Iowa!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Naylor sends out the offense to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing, Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Making the adjustment. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Secures it at the 30. Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Lane. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Snap from the gun on third down. Caught. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, you see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, he missed it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 25, set to kick this one away.
Out of the end zone. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Turner.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Throwing right. Fires into traffic, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Lagway rushes on. Hit as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Moves the pocket. It's Lagway. Finds his tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Making the adjustment on the play. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Escapes the pressure going right. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Bears decide to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. They boot it away on fourth down. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They're testing the right side here. Spins away from the defense. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Central Michigan, taking on the number 21 team, the Wyoming Cowboys. And it's the Chippewas, looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, it's Phillips. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, it's Lane. Right side, it's James. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Phillips. Fights off a defender. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes a grab past the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Back to throw, it's Lane. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pushes ahead, fighting off the defender. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Iowa! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's Lagway to pass. Fires on the move. Sure hands, it's Ford. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Clemson, 14, BCS Bucks.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. All over him immediately. The Bears racing to the line in a hurry-up. Lagway wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Green. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. That leaves them with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. But you're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the...
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That one blocked beautifully as he gets across the 20 to the 21 before he goes out of bounds. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Quick give. It's Yates. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Tight end now in motion. They want that clock to run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Second down, gonna throw it. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And the Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Using his feet. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? The give on the counter. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.